On that note, we do start with breaking news, and we have a done deal. West Ham have signed Evan Ferguson on loan from Brighton. It is a deal we were expecting. West Ham will pay a significant loan fee and cover wages. It means a reunion for Ferguson with Graham Potter, the manager who gave him his break at Brighton as a teenager. Ferguson was Potter's top target in the window, and he's got him. Ferguson will wear number 34 and has said this: "Seeing the stadium and being here today, I've got a very good feeling. I can see and know how big West Ham United is. It was a big opportunity for me to come here. I know the gaffer well and look forward to working under him again. I want to come in and do my best for the club, score goals and see where we get to." So, done deal, Nick.
Interesting news we're just getting about Mathys Tel, who's been of interest to Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester United this window. Our colleagues at Sky Germany are telling us that he is on his way by plane to England. What does that mean? We'll discuss that, no doubt, through the afternoon. His agent has posted a picture of his departure, so maybe something is happening. It seemed to be going quiet on the Mathys Tel front. Maybe it is not quiet after all. We will keep you in touch minute by minute as we get news of that. We have got that confirmation of the news, Jen and Jamie, of Evan Ferguson. Who wants to kick off? Jamie?
I think it's a really good signing, Nick. I think he's been out of favour at Brighton, hasn't played, hasn't featured loads this season, but he's a talented football player. You know, Graham Potter's had him before, and he wants him again. And, you know, I think it's a really good move for him. They need a striker. You know, Fulkrug at West Ham struggled with injuries. You know, we've seen Antonio obviously injured now as well, and they've really struggled to have that focal point up front. And I think for me, talented footballer, young, he's going to want to prove himself. I think it could be a really good deal.
He's played 236 minutes of football so far this season, so he feels like he needed a fresh start.
Yeah, he's also struggled with injuries. I know he made his return to play at the weekend against Forest, but I think it's hard when you're linked to really big clubs from a young age, and then it doesn't necessarily go the right way for you. Confidence is massive, and then I think if you're, reunited with a manager that believes in you, that instilling that confidence, I think it's a really good move for him. He's 20 years old. He's still got so much football left to be played, and hopefully that happens at West Ham.
If you look back 2 years, there was talk that he was interested in some of the really, really big clubs. With all due respect to Brighton and West Ham, yes, go on. Get first Spurs mentioned the afternoon. There's going to be plenty more. Have you seen enough that he can get back to that kind of level?
Oh, yeah, I've definitely seen enough in terms of talent, in terms of, what his attributes are as a footballer. He's a young lad. He's 20, so he's still got loads of improving to do. He's had injuries and he's struggled. And, then you start, as a striker, you've got to score goals week in, week out. And, if you're not playing and you're in and out of the team, it becomes frustrating for you. You can lose your confidence, bit of belief, putting the ball in the back of the net. So I think I've seen enough of him in terms of him being a really good, top-quality Premier League striker. And if he can hit the ground running, get his confidence up with Graham Potter, who's going to believe in him and give him a chance, that could be a top deal.
You've had times where you've been unavailable for all sorts of fitness reasons. Do you come back with feeling that your ability, not that your ability's gone, but your ability to deliver that on the pitch has gone?
No, I think it definitely changes you as a player. It depends how long you've been out, right? It can be a matter of weeks or longer-term injuries. The longer-term ones are definitely harder, but they allow you to give that time to reset and add things to your game. So, but of course, it takes a good few weeks, depending on how long you've been out, to hit the ground running and to get that sort of flow of, always say, momentum's huge in football. Week on week, playing week in, week out. That's what really drives you to get to the top of your game, and I think that's what Evan Ferguson needs probably at this point in his career.
Yeah. And for West Ham, absolutely no disrespect to Danny Ings, but I know that some West Ham fans have thought when they've seen Danny Ings come on, they think, is that all we've got? And Danny Ings has been a great, really useful striker, but it's not like he's going somewhere where there's enormous competition for places. You've obviously got Antonio's still out long term. Bowen's been out.
Yeah, he's out. Fulkrug's out. So I think if he can, prove that he's fit 100% and he can rely on him and he can get through 90 minutes, I think he'll start. I don't see why he wouldn't. I think it'll be maybe the first couple of games he comes off the bench, find his feet. Hopefully gets a couple of chances and he can put one away. You need an early tap in or something. One that comes off the backside. When you ain't played and you get yourself and you're on the score sheet and all of a sudden you're off and running. But he knows now. Coming to the end of we're in February now. till the end of the season. He's got 4 months to really go for it and see what happens.